Alright, so I finally got around to seeing Supergirl. This was a movie where at first I was really excited to see it, especially since I liked James Gunn's Superman movie. I didn't love it as much as I hoped I would, but I thought it was a pretty solid first entry into a new DC universe. Superman is my favorite comic book character, so I love all the movies and the shows. I love that kind of expanded universe and lore. Supergirl, of course, being his cousin, is a part of that lore. So when they announced they were doing Supergirl, I was stoked. When they announced Millie Alcock was playing Supergirl, I was especially excited because I'd already gotten introduced to her on House of the Dragon, where she completely stole the show. Now, since this movie was announced, pretty much every bit of marketing has made me less interested in this movie. The trailers, the plot synopsis, pretty much everything I've seen has kind of lowered my expectations for this movie. And then when the movie finally came out and the reviews were pretty mediocre and it got a Rotten Tomato score, my excitement for this movie pretty much plummeted. So it hasn't been until now that I finally got around to watching the movie. And I have to say, I honestly didn't really mind it. I don't know if it's because my expectations were so low after already watching the trailers, not really loving what I saw in the trailers, and then the critics kind of panned it. I honestly walked into this movie expecting a disaster. And what I got, I think, was a serviceable second entry to the DCU. I don't think this movie is great. I don't even know that it's good, but it's almost good. I didn't find it to be nearly as egregiously bad as they were saying it was. They definitely make some weird choices. It has some pacing issues. It's definitely not a perfect movie, but overall, I thought the movie was fine. One thing I know for certain about this is that Millie Alcock was 100% the right choice to play Kara Zor-El or Supergirl. I think the demeanor that she brings to the character is perfect for this iteration of Supergirl. I think Millie Alcock is a great actress. I feel like she plays well off of David Corenswet. And I'm honestly just kind of looking forward to seeing more of her in the DCU going forward, but maybe just in a better movie. One of my favorite additions in the movie was Jason Momoa as Lobo. Obviously, this was like a dream cast, both for him and the fans. He brings that kind of Jason Momoa charisma to the character that we've all come to know and expect. My only issue with the character is that he was completely irrelevant to the movie overall. The character of Lobo literally serves no purpose in Supergirl. I feel like he was really just interjected into this movie to kind of instill excitement for the movie. One, by introducing a live-action Lobo. Two, having Jason Momoa be on the cast list. But other than that, Lobo really has nothing to do in this movie. He kind of shows up, he causes chaos, and he leaves. I think if you were to remove every scene that Lobo has in this movie, the movie would be completely unchanged. One of the things about this movie that I absolutely hated was the soundtrack. I feel like the song choice for this movie was really terrible. They kept playing these songs that were just kind of out of nowhere. They really kind of got your attention in a bad way that really takes you out of the movie. I feel like Greg Gillespie was trying to do a James Gunn impersonation when he made this movie, but he doesn't really have the same ear that James Gunn has when he's picking these songs to go with these action scenes, and it really just didn't work. One of the things I was really looking forward to with Supergirl was the next comic book movie in the DCU that wasn't being written and directed by James Gunn. Not that I have anything wrong with James Gunn, but I've really been excited to kind of see what other directors and filmmakers have in store in the DCU. James Gunn has been pretty explicit that he wants other creators to come in and kind of play in that sandbox, but really do their own thing, so no two movies should feel exactly the same. I feel like Supergirl was a terrible start to that philosophy. I think Greg Gillespie tried to do his best imitation of James Gunn, but he really kind of lost some of the magic along the way. I really would have preferred had he come in and done his own thing without trying to be Superman and just made his own Supergirl movie. Overall, I think Supergirl is okay. It's almost good, not quite. I think if they had done maybe one or two things better, it might have been a pretty solid, good movie. But those are just my thoughts. Have you had a chance to see Supergirl? It's pretty old now, so you probably have. If you have, hop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. And with that said, I'm out of here, guys.